So you said women should just think they're 10s.
Yeah, but I think men should think that too.
Wait, can you just maybe?
Yeah, and I think that men I think everybody should think that though.
Wait, are you wearing a cross? I thought you weren't Christian. What the fuck? Is that just like an accessory to you?
No. It's just well, my grandpa gave it to me.
Oh, okay.
So,
All right.
sentimental.
Sure. All right. So, okay, men should think that too. I think there's a difference though, and here's why. So, as men, we get rejected instantaneously. If I step to a girl that's outside my league, I'm not getting anything. I'm not getting a conversation. I'm not getting her phone number. I mean, look, maybe she gives the phone number, but it's a fake number, whatever. I don't get anything. I don't get a date. I don't get sex. You don't get anything as a man if you step to somebody outside your league. The same can't be said for women. Women, if you step to men outside your league, men will be like, oh, okay, cool, I'll have sex with her. And they might have sex with you once, twice, 3 times. They might keep you in a friends with benefits situation. They might even keep you around for 3, 6, 9 months. But in the back of their head, you're never getting commitment from that guy because they're just keeping you around for sex. And maybe you have a pleasant personality and you do things for him, you know, chores, whatever. You help him. You're doing all the things that you make yourself more appealing to men. But on the sole basis of your physical appearance, he's already put you in a category of just on the basis of her looks alone, I don't want a relationship with her. Now, I'm not saying that this is right. I'm talking descriptively.
But it happens, yeah.
I'm talking descriptively about what happens. This is where you hear women complaining about men not committing, when you hear women complaining about situationships. Women have access to men that are, and you might not think it's the case, but if you're not getting commitment from the guy, it's the case, most likely. Although, look, there's guys you could be dealing in your genuine league, and they're playing the field, right? So you could be in the dude's league, and he's just playing the field. You're not going to get commitment, even if you're on his level, right? Mm-hmm. But there's a lot of women, y'all have sexual access to men that are outside of your league. That's why an average 20-year-old girl can deal with a famous musician, actor, athlete. But it doesn't really work the way, like there's not like 20-year-old college guys that can slide into like a famous female musician's DMs and she's gonna fly him out and fuck him. Like it doesn't happen, but the reverse happens all the time. Mm-hmm. So you women, and it doesn't even have to be a famous guy. It could just be like he's really good looking or whatever it is, right? You can get sexual access to him. You can't get a relationship out of him, right? And this is why, for example, if I can sleep with a girl, I have a very high confidence level, I can get her into a relationship. Extremely high confidence level. Doesn't happen all the time, but very confident I can get into a relationship. But I'd like the women here to think about this, and I know some of you aren't particularly sexually active, some of you are virgins, but maybe you specifically. Have you ever been able to sleep with a guy, but you weren't able to get him into a relationship?
I don't sleep with just, I guess, anyone.
Look, I'm not saying you're fucking
I have
hundreds of men.
I mean, not me myself, but I have heard about those situations, like through friends and everything. Yeah, I do get it. But then I don't want to be like the shitty friend, but I tell my friends, like, why are you sleeping with people that don't want to commit to you? Like, once you push that and you're like, why can't you commit to me? And they give you the blunt answer of, I'm just not ready, or I just don't want it. Why are you still sleeping with him? That's your self-worth that you're putting under, and you're literally like, well, he doesn't want a commitment, but I guess I'll still get my coochie. Here. Like, no. Like,
sure. So, I mean, but the guy already got sex. He already got what he wanted. You didn't get what you want, which is the commitment.
But you shouldn't sleep with a guy for just commitment.
I mean, that's what a lot of women do. Not all women, but let me ask you this. Here, I'll paint a different picture. Let me ask you guys this. Let's say a man, he could sleep with beautiful women, like women who are out of his league, and just, let's say every single day, he could sleep with a new woman that was beautiful, like really attractive. But those women never wanted to be in a relationship with him. They just kind of, maybe they kept him around, this average guy, or maybe slightly above average. They just kept him around for, occasional sex.
Are you giving me like a good luck Chuck type of situation?
What the?
I said, are you giving me like a good luck Chuck type of situation?
Good luck?
Have you seen the movie Good Luck Chuck? Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Okay,
What?
Good Luck Chuck. I don't know what actor it is, but Chuck is the guy, and someone put like a curse on him a long time ago, and basically was like, you're never gonna find commitment, but women are always gonna use you to sleep with you, and once they sleep with you, they're gonna get married right after. So
Okay.
then in the movie, all these girls were like lining up to sleep with him because they were like, I need to get married.
Sure.
I need to get married. Obviously, you know, yeah. I mean, you have to have seen it. Yeah.
Is his name Dave? I don't know what his name.
I don't know.
Comedian.
Yeah.
I know.
But like he's like this weird dentist, and like his homie that is his best friend is like a breast augmentation doctor, and yeah, it's like a 2008
Yeah, okay, it's a
raunchy
movie.
movie, you know, and yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen the movie, but sure, whatever.
Yeah.
So you have this guy who, all these women who are more attractive than him want to sleep with him, or are down to sleep with him, and he does sleep with them, but he never gets commitment from them. Meanwhile, you got a girl on his level, and she wants to be in a relationship with him, but he's like, wait, and he'll sleep with them once, twice, 3 times. Maybe some of these girls will do situationship with him. Maybe some of these girls will, friends with benefits, couple weeks, couple months, whatever. You think that guy who's able to sleep with a different beautiful woman every night of the week is going to look at like an average girl who's willing to commit to him and be like, oh, okay, now I want to deal with her?
No, but that's a personal problem. Like if
Well, but
you're longing for a relationship and all these beautiful women are not giving it to you, maybe you're looking in the wrong place.
But so what I'm trying to say is that doesn't happen to
it
men. That does not happen to men, where there's like average dudes who can like sleep with girls who are 1, 2, 3 points more attractive than them. That happens to women all the time, where women can like be average or below average and get a steady flow of men who are interested in them strictly for sexual access. And these men are, I'm not saying it's good for these men to be doing this, but it is what it is. That's what's happening. And so that scenario I just painted, that's what's happening to women. Y'all have access short term to these men who are outside of your league, right? And then what happens, it's a couple things. So you have one, if you look at the girl's Instagram, you look at all the comments, it's all her friends gassing her up. Oh my God, you're so beautiful, blah, 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 blah. That's one. 2, you're using makeup and you're using filters and plastic surgery and all these. I know not all women do plastic surgery, but all these things to artificially elevate their physical appearance and their own self-perception of how they look. So women will assess female attractiveness of themselves or other women really generously, and then they assess male attractiveness super harshly. For example, women will say, Lizzo is beautiful. If I called any of you girls here, oh my God, you look like Lizzo, I don't think you would take that as a compliment. But you'll say, she's beautiful. And then the other thing is you have sexual access to men who are outside of your league. And so because of all those factors combined, y'all think you're more attractive than you actually are, meaning, okay, I'm this attractive, I deserve this caliber of guy. Then you're going to continuously chase these men who they're like, I don't think this is a match, but I'll have sex with her. She wants to have sex with me. And then you look at the guys who are actually on your level and you're like, nope, not attracted to him, even though he's on your level, not attracted to him. And then some women do this throughout their whole 20s, bouncing from dude to dude to dude to dude. And then maybe they settle finally in their late 20s, 30s. And then she resents the dude because he's not as attractive as like the 10, 20, 30 other guys she's been with.
But then like, why'd she settle?
Well, it's not settling, but in her mind it's settling.
But it's still, it's just like a moral thing. Like, why is she going from dude to dude to dude to dude? Why is she going from dude to dude to dude?
If we're not thinking about like family and kids, if you take like the average male in the United States who's 18, 19, 20, 21, and you say, and he's average looking, and you're like, okay, you can fuck girls who are better looking than you every single night of the week and get romantic and sexual attention from them. You don't get commitment though, but you get that. They're gonna be like, and then they have that experience, And then they finally, in their late 20s and 30s, they're like, you know what? I want to have kids and settle down. And then all of a sudden they can't be, they're not sexually aroused by their actually equivalent girlfriend. They're not attracted to their looks equivalent girlfriend because they've been fucking supermodels for a decade.